start in Cape Town, where Parliament's Joint Committee on Ethics and Members' Interests have agreed to place MPs Mduduzi, Manana and Bongani Bongo before a disciplinary hearing. The committee has come under increasing criticism for failing to act against errant public office bearers. Manana, the former Deputy Minister of Education, you'll remember, was found guilty of assaulting 3 women last year. Bongo is accused of bribery during his tenure as State Security Minister. Let me take you live to Parliament. Annika Larsen, a very good afternoon to you. And the real story here is why this has taken so long, and eventually this committee bowing, I imagine, to a degree of pressure.
Yes, Jeremy, I would love to have been a fly on the wall of that committee. I was standing outside and I've had to rely on sources within the committee to send tidbits of information about that meeting, the only second meeting they've had of the year to get this information. It is a closed committee and it's really at the discretion of the committee chair as to how much they wish to share with the public. But we do understand that they have now agreed, all MPs have agreed on that committee, to subject MP Bongo and Honourable Member Manana to a disciplinary investigation or inquiry. They've been sitting on these allegations since last year, and then again when he's alleged to have assaulted his domestic worker in Manana's case from this year with Sonke Gender Justice and the Speaker referring it to the Ethics Committee. It'll be a closed hearing. It'll take an inquisitorial approach and its findings must be made public.
Annika, do we understand what type of censure both of these politicians could ultimately face?
Yes, look at this, listen to this, Jeremy. This is what they could face. A reprimand in the House, such as Dina Pule had to do when she apologized. She said, if I've done something wrong, I'm sorry, which is hugely embarrassing, but not very taxing. A fine not exceeding 30 days' salary, suspension of certain privileges for 30 days, then it goes to the House, and if they agree, then those penalties are implemented. It can, in very severe cases of gross misconduct, call for greater sanction, but the Ethics Committee cannot recall or remove an MP. That has to be done by the political party because they are elected office bearers.
And quickly, Annika, you probably don't know this at this point because you've been in the precinct today, but I am assuming then that this decision would have been communicated to the pair.
I really don't know, but I do know that they have a period of about a week to communicate the decision. In fact, I think the committee still may be sitting, in fact, so it's very unlikely that they have been told. But I do know that the reason that Mr. Manana is still an honourable member is because he escaped a custodial sentence. He needs you cannot be an MP if you've been sentenced to 12 months or more, and he got 500 hours of community service and a fine. So I'm sure that the Ethics Committee chairpersons will tell the members. There's also the issue of Floyd Shivambu, which from the EFF, which also needs to be sorted out. But we understand when we saw that video of him assaulting a journalist that the journalist in question has not submitted a formal report. And I need to confirm that with the journalist himself. He's not submitted a formal report to the inquiry, to the Ethics Committee, and therefore that hasn't been decided yet on what action will be taken against Honourable Member Shivambu.